Hello guys, today's unboxing video, it's kind of ad hoc, but basically it's because of this. I mean, come on, I've mentioned in a few of the earlier logs that this is just too loud and I can't stand it anymore. So I got me one of these, and anyway, the VV is meant to be like a collector's item or edition anyway. So I think I'd rather be holding one of these, you know, the one with the black band. So this is just to unbox, and also it's a good idea to know how the instruction sheets and how the things will look like when you buy a generic Vital Bracelet BE that is not part of this bundle with a specific franchise. So the other series like My Hero Academy comes with a special band and of course specific character dims, and of course for Digimon Vital Bracelet Digivice VV would be Digimon. So this is just the one without a specific franchise bundle, so it's interesting to see how the manual will be like. But yeah, more importantly, I can't wear this red band anymore. I'm speaking really softly because my family's asleep. I'm in the dead of the night doing this, and the soccer match is on and Morocco just won. Interesting. So if you hear any background noises, it's actually from the match. Alright, so we have here, it's just very simple. There's nothing else in the box aside from the Vital Bracelet itself and the wire and the instruction manual. So let's open it up and take a look before I switch on the bracelet. It's going to be a short video anyway. I'm sorry if you have to turn the volume up, but I can't speak any louder than this, otherwise my family is going to wake. It's going to be very difficult to get a kid back to sleep. Okay, so this is how the manual looks like. Pretty short, doesn't have much illustration. Tells you about doing your training, your walking, and the fact that you can battle. And then setting. So basically, a lot of these are the same screens that you see in your Digivice VV, except that, you know, instead of the avatar, it would have been the Digimon, in this case Gamamon, I remember. That was featured on some of these screens, but the rest of the screens are really similar. But I remember on the front page, you have one whole page of this features that were lined up vertically. You can watch a video that I had unboxing of the Bracelet BE Digivice VV version, and they showed the features in a more, you know, cartoon way anyway. Yeah, it shows the different features exactly like this, but instead vertically rather than horizontally. Interesting. Okay, so nothing much to see here. I think at the end of the day, this is the real part that you should really scan the QR code, and then you can see the more detailed manual. Alright, so without further ado, let's boot this up. Yes, and I really need like the black band. I mean, I've ordered a spare band. I think it's white, just to try it out. But honestly, I think even white will be very loud, so black is still the best. What I plan to do is to switch this on and transfer the Digimon that I have here now, which is my ex-Vmon. It's on its way to being Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, and of course Imperial Dramon Dragon mode and Imperial Dramon Fighter mode. Fighter mode will be the support on the bracelet when I need to rack up some battles for Pale Dramon to evolve into Imperial Dramon. Okay, so let's boot this up, and I'll have to do the transfer. Yes, and I forgot to mention, actually I didn't read the instructions clearly. There was a part that says press this button for 3 seconds to switch it on. So yeah, that was my mistake. Anyway, here we go. So set the time. Oh god, so loud. it's so quiet now, you can hear a pin drop, and this is making a ruckus. Okay, 1, yeah, it's not 12 p.m, it's now 1 a.m. actually. 1:01. Set your avatar. That's better, so I don't actually have to hatch an egg in order to start activating this. So the bracelet is activated now. I will proceed with the transfer, but I have to stop the recording, and I'll see if it works perfectly. Anyway, I do have a note that I forgot to mention in the earlier video when I was doing my unboxing for the Vital Bracelet BE Digivice VV, and it'll be good to mention now. Now, I've also the reason I'm talking about this is because I also received some comments asking about the very same question, right? Some concerns that you might have. Now, notice that all these are released from the Japanese batch. In other words, you have to order through Amazon Japan, or even if it's through Amazon US, right? Obviously, the box, everything is printed in Japanese. So there are some concerns like, will I be able to play if I'm only speaking English and I don't know Japanese? Now, if you look at the entire menu, or I can use the Digivice VV as an example, you can see almost everything here is in English. Status, training, adventure, character, connect, system, memory, power. Every function that you have here is in English. Squat, crunch, punch, dash. So you don't need to understand Japanese in order to operate this. It is pretty straightforward. And even if you're having trouble, Google Translate is always there to figure out some of the manual functions. I mean, the instructions on the manual. And you need translation, you can just translate with Google. But the bracelet itself, most of the interface is in English. In fact, the only part that's Japanese, you see, even limit ring, this is the only part that's in Japanese, the name as well as the stage. But this is easily researchable. Like, this is a champion, like Cheng Shou Qi, right? I read it in because I can, this is literally also takes root in some Chinese characters, right? So, you know, and I can understand that, but you can easily search Digimon is actually a champion, so it's not that difficult. And the best part is when transfer the Digimon to your app, you can easily tell at which stage this is, right? So only in the name and the stage. Everything else is in English. See, BP, HP, AP, and you know, these are in icons. So it's either icons or English. So you really don't need to worry about, you know, the fact that, oh, I must wait for a Western release to play this. Like, you know, you can use this. It's quite easy to use. It's very intuitive. So seriously, if you are in the US or the Europe region and you are thinking, should I buy this or should I buy the Vital Hero, because Vital Hero has DIMs that are in English and it's in English, it's a Western release, like, no. Like, future-proof your experience with the Vital Bracelet BE now, because at this stage now, every DIM that will be released will be the BEM generation, the BE memory generation, and the BE memory holds 23 Digimon on each DIM, which in the earlier generation it was only able to hold about 17 Digimon. And all the older models of the Vital Bracelet, like Digivice V, which is your Vital Hero equivalent, it's the exact same thing, just that it has a different logo, or the OG Vital Bracelet that was released in the past, or Vital Hero basically, are not able to load the BEM. So the only ones that are able to load the BEM are the new generation of Vital Bracelets, which are the Vital Bracelet BE. So that is the surest way to ensure that every future DIM that is released, you are able to load it. If you buy the old models, you will not be able to load the DIM cards. So get the BE and load those DIM cards. If you're worried about language, I have to iterate again. Don't worry, as you can see, all the menus are in English or icons, there's nothing much to worry about. Not being able to understand these, right? There's always the internet if you're still struggling to figure out. So trust me on this. Get the Vital Bracelet BE if you're one who doesn't have. Oh yes, and I also like the button. See, it's like slightly transparent. Look at it here. Ooh, it's all slightly transparent, but overall it's just a black theme. I think it's a lot more discreet. Like when I'm using my watch, and this, it's a lot more discreet. So I like this more than this. So this is going back in the box once I do the transfer. Oh, and just in another note, this and this go so well together. Check this out, like exact same color scheme. Oh yes, and so I'm just documenting the process of transfer. So some of you are wondering, hey, if I raise this Digimon from another Vital Bracelet BE and I transfer it to the app, am I able to transfer it to another Vital Bracelet BE? Well, it turns out you can. So in the initial release of the app, there was a bug that caused some glitch or people to be unable to do that, but that was not the original intent of the design. The design is supposed to be in a way that I gotta turn off the sound on the newer device. It's loud. But anyway, yes, the intent is that you are able to transfer from one bracelet BE to another. And so this is just me documenting that process. And now I'm going to transfer. I just transferred fighter mode from my Digivice VV, and I'm transferring it to the black bracelet BE that I just unboxed. So here goes. And of course, because I have not loaded the DIM, I will need to load the card. It will check card and it will say on the BE that I need to insert the new card. So here goes. Insert. And so it's checking. Now this is the part that I'm wondering, will they successfully transfer the fact that I've already cleared stage 12 on the Imperial Dramon DIM? I hope so. I wouldn't want to have to go through the entire adventure mission again, or just the fact of having to fight Imperial Dramon Paladin. It was difficult enough. I think I lost the first time and I had to fight the second time, so there was like a total of 5,000 steps. And not easy. It was with the fact that I had Imperial Dramon Dragon modes help as a support that I was able to defeat Imperial Dramon Paladin. So it was fighter mode and dragon mode fighting Paladin. So I don't want to go through that again. I hope they're able to transfer that progress over. Here we go. So okay, I've removed the DIM. Please let me transfer. Okay, looks good so far. Oh, okay, looks like it was successful. Let's check out the bracelet to see if everything's okay. Here we have Imperial Dramon Fighter mode on the black bracelet. Let's see in adventure. Yes. Oh no. Okay, that's terrible. So it didn't carry over the clearance as I had expected them to do so. So Bandai, you have to fix this. Come on. It was not easy to have to clear all of these stages, and now I have to go through them again. Like seriously? I don't think that's fair, man. Really. Okay, so I have to go through clearing all these stages again just because I'm transferring them from one bracelet to another. Okay, I'm just going to give it one more shot. I'm going to transfer this Imperial Dramon Fighter mode back into my app and back into the Digivice VV to see if the adventure mode is recorded as cleared on the VV first. And if so, I'm just going to transfer it back to the app and back to this and see if I'm able to make some progress there. Otherwise, it's going to be quite disappointing to have to go through the entire thing again. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so I've just transferred fighter mode back into the Bracelet BE, and it shows that in the adventure mode, I have cleared, right? Although it's still not clear if I actually did they remember to record that I cleared the stage 12. It looks like it, but there's no way to tell. But yeah, it looks like I have cleared it, right, at least up to 12. But on the Bracelet BE Black, it doesn't seem to have recorded. So I'm just going to transfer it back to see if there's a way to record this. Otherwise, if it doesn't transfer, then the hypothesis is that the app currently does not keep a record of your clearance of your adventure mission like it does in the Vital Bracelet Lab. Remember, in the Vital Bracelet Lab, there is a tamer profile which shows an icon lighting up, which is an indication that you have cleared stage 15. There's a clear way of showing that the app has recorded that you have cleared stage 15, or in this case for the Bracelet BE is stage 12. But there is no such page on the Arena app now. I'm just hoping that it's not because of the app's inability to record this. But if it is, then that's a very major function that is missing. That means that every time we have another bracelet, you have to clear all those adventure stages again. It's an existing function that did exist in the previous app. It should be in the new app, don't you think? So let's hope. I'm gonna try and we'll see. Okay, so yes, I've just tried and it's not great. Basically, really, the adventure mode did not carry over, so that's not good at all. Alright, so once again, I've tried it again. It shows up in the Vital Bracelet BE, Digivice VV, but it doesn't show up in the new bracelet. So there's something that fails to migrate over when you're transferring a Digimon from one Vital Bracelet BE to another Vital Bracelet BE. What I'm going to do now is that originally I planned to transfer the XVmon that will be Pilgramon tomorrow morning into the BE bracelet itself immediately. But since it's turned out this way, I think I will try one more thing. I will let this digivolve to Pilgramon to see if the root unlock is recorded correctly, because I will see if the root on the next stage still says locked, right? Now, what I will also do, since it will evolve into Pilgramon in a few hours time, I shall see if it says unlocked on my Bracelet BE Digivice VV, and when I transfer it over to my Bracelet BE, I will see if it actually records that, you know, the root is unlocked as well. Or maybe it will most likely just show that the root is still locked, and when it's on the Bracelet BE, I just have to wait. I have to go through that whole clearance thing. In that case, I might as well just raise Pilgramon to be in Pilgramon on this bracelet first, and then transfer Pilgramon over, because honestly, it's not worth going through all those steps again. It's so many steps. But I was really hoping that I can stop wearing the bright pink bracelet tomorrow. But if it doesn't, then too bad. I will have to use this just for one more day to get my Pilgramon Paladin mode up. Okay, so wish me luck. And if there's any update, I will also do a recording to let you know if it was successful in transferring the evolution route unlocking. Hey guys, just a quick update. So XVmon has indeed evolved into Pilgramon, and the evolution route has indeed been unlocked. So we do have Imperial Dramon Paladin mode, as you can see, instead of a route locked icon. I have Imperial Dramon Paladin mode here. And this is only on the Digivice VV. So when I transferred Dramon over to the very same Dramon over to the Bracelet BE, it shows that the root is locked. So as you can see, it's like what I mentioned in the earlier part. Unlike the older generation, when you transfer the Digimon over to the app, it doesn't carry the clearance data and the evolution root unlock data. So when you port it over to the next Bracelet BE, it doesn't carry that data over to the bracelet. So in a way, you can think of it as your adventure clearance progress is limited to within the bracelet itself. So whenever you use a new bracelet, basically that progress is not captured and you have to start that as a new progress. So what I decided to do is, during the day, I managed to continue to keep Dramon on the black Bracelet BE, and then since I'm going to evolve him into Imperial Dramon Paladin, I will just let him ride through the evolution hours in the last few hours of the last few 6 hours, and get him to evolve into Paladin first, and then put Paladin back into the black Vital Bracelet BE. And maybe just for fun and completeness sake, I will just clear the adventure mode as Paladin mode. But honestly, this is really quite disappointing. From a product design standpoint, Bandai, you shouldn't be going backwards on some of the features. This was a very fundamental feature in your earlier bracelet generations, that you would carry that data over when you move it into the app, and somehow this feature got removed. So it's not a great experience. If there's a way to fix it, Bandai, you should fix this. Okay, but this concludes the log for unboxing the Bracelet BE, and thank you for watching. If you like what you watch, please click like and subscribe, and I'm still doing all the journal logs for the Bracelet BE. Thank you, bye bye, see you in the next vlog.